400 racks tucked in the dresser. Blowing money fast like Big Meech. Thinking that they winning, big reach. They know I'm the
Say you gon' step by me, spin and slide. Say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me?
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's speeches. The garden's still private as ever, the gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Right to the air is Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A situation they certainly want to avoid going forward. And only second and long they're facing. They're going to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, that nearly an opening drive by your team, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 43-yard line.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. A solid stiff arm. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Hill. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Get this down near the 20-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. That's complete left side to Bateman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
They'll run with DaPrince. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. DaPrince. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now Carr throwing on second down.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he's got it up to the 28-yard line. Now Carr. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Carr's throw complete there to Johnson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Again, it's Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Carr again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance, because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, 1st down. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This 2nd and 4. Trying to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. 6-0 our score after 1. Here comes third down and 7. Now this time, Carl throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of first. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on fourth down. How about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Again, Kamara. And this time he scores. Touchdown, New Orleans. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Groupie able to add the PAT. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag. From the gun, a run for Hill. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Jackson going to change things up a bit. To throw is Jackson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got man complete. And he will have the Ravens first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he's down to the 12. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Rolling to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
2nd and 10. Back to the ground. It's Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justice Hill, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a
touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 84 yards, and the Saints are once again back in front. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Carr will look to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
It's complete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Forced out to his left. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Tucker's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And, Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Tucker now for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. After the interception, here's Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Here's Johnson with a reception. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
First down, Saints.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. The final shot here before half for Carr. He completes it to Olave. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking. On both sides right now. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now this throw caught left side. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. But give up the gun to Hill. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 6. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Jackson Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. Whenever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Jackson now. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Carr. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Inside the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the 2nd half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes
there he goes, left side. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Well, they'll turn to Kamara. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Hill shedding the tackle. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, on that one, they go with the play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden...
For the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked out by Pete Warner. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill from 17 yards out. And the Saints strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend, because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
The Saints offense and Derek Carr, they're still on the field, so they figure to go for 2 here. Well, they'll turn to Kamara. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. It worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're up 1 or 2, the field goal can still get you.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
So now the Saints offense coming back out there. They're going to be called on to go for 2. They'll turn to Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
37.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Four yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off enough. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. Here is 3rd down and 4. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Taken down by Pete Werner.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Jackson back into his end zone. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Well, they work this out past the 25. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. A dump off now to Hill. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
14-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here we go. This is 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
And with the scoreboard against him here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets him up with 1st and goal.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Hill. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
Well, I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one.
That is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton bricks it. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception. At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Saints 45.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Carr. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make The diving catch. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Arthur Mallett. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And once again, Hill, he's been busy. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Try to take this home, they'll run. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those. It was close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often.
Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, been a long way, real long way.